Welcome to Booked All Night, the podcast where hot takes meet craft notes and no one gets enough sleep. I'm Jess.
I'm Katy.
I'm Julia.
I'm Maggie. Get ready for unhinged hot takes,
A whole lot of books.
midnight giggles,
And zero shame. Grab your blankets, booklets, it's time to get booked all night. I said to bring your Hunger Games knowledge tonight, and then I was like trying to remember tribute names, and I was like, well, there was Katna and Penis. I mean, Peeta, not Peeta.
Ah, yes, the one character named Penis.
already.
Penis.
Classic.
Oh, that's going up there with Wet and I Have a Pulse. Just, I can't talk. It's fine. But I could like not remember other tributes that were not victors.
That's the only one I can remember.
Oh yeah, Catface.
No, Foxface. Yeah, there we
Catface
go.
or Foxface. Yeah. See, at least your slip-up's not a genitalia.
Know anything. I do, but like I read the books like so long ago.
Like I read them,
and I was just like,
I read them when they published, and I haven't touched them since.
There's Kathos.
yes.
Kath-
Yeah, well, I read them a
Kathos?
little after they.
Kathos? Yeah.
Katho.
I just
Kato?
remember the old
See?
Kato. It's
We're all in
Kato.
this together.
And I just remember the old lady on piggybacking
Rue.
on that guy's back.
That guy? Okay.
No, not Rue.
Yeah, Rue's important.
Yeah, duh.
Rue was the little girl.
Yeah, the old lady?
Yeah, I want to say the tribute's name was Maggie.
Yeah, Margaret.
Yeah, the old lady on the back, like who would like climb on the
Mags.
back of Mags. That's it.
That's why. That's the real reason why Maggie's not here. They participated in the Patriot Games, which just got announced today on December 18th, and they're not athletic at all, so they just failed.
All right, I do actually have a list of the named tributes from the 74th Hunger Games, if you guys do want to keep trying to guess that.
So that's book one?
That is book one.
Well, if the math is correct, it should be a lot of them.
There are 10 named tributes in the first book. So you guys have named at this point 5 of those tributes. That's 6.
Woo!
Yeah,
that's overhead.
Yeah, we're doing great.
All right, so you have named Peeta and Katniss from District 12, Rue from District 11, Foxface, who was from District 5, and Cato, who was from District 2.
In Sunrise on the Reaping, there was one that I thought was like Velveteen Rabbit.
I never watched those movies or read those books.
So this is your first time to like... Oh, you mean you didn't read Sunrise on the Reaping?
I've only read the first,
I didn't either.
the original 3.
So much fun.
And watched the original 3.
Oh, I can't...
Yeah, same.
I can't wait to go on this traumatic journey with the two of you.
Yeah, so the Ballad
Songbird?
of... What was it? The Ballad
Songbirds
of...
and Snakes.
Songbirds and Snakes. Yeah, I always get those two confused. I had that since the day it was first published and released for selling. And I know exactly where it's at. It's sitting on the couch in the Barnes & Noble bag. Like, I have not touched it. So.
Wait.
Oh.
Was there a tribute named Thresh?
Yes, from District 11.
Is that one in the movies?
He is in the movies, yes.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I don't think I remember it.
There's the ones that file their teeth.
Oh,
Remember
those
them.
Joanna. Yeah, she like files them into sharp...
No, isn't Joanna in the third movie?
Oh, wait, no, not Joanna.
Or book movie 2?
Yeah, Joanna's like one of the ones that
She
Yeah.
gets naked in the elevator.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she's not the one.
Love her.
Oh, the one that...
Okay, will you tell us the other ones?
Yeah, tell us the other ones.
From District 1, we had Marvel and Glimmer,
Glimmer.
who were part of the big group at the Cornucopia. You guys got Cato from District 2. He was the last one outside of Peeta and Katniss to survive. Clove, also from District 2.
Isn't that Foxface?
I do not remember Clove.
There is Fila from District 3. Bravura from District 4. And you got the rest. Foxface is not actually given a name. That's just what Katniss calls her, but she's from District 5. And in the first book, none of the other tributes are given names.
Interesting.
I can't believe we forgot Glimmer, because that's like a huge part, because she's like presented in that like see-through dress.
Okay.
I also have no idea. I don't know what you're talking about.
So that's like one of the few things that I remember is that like the dress that Glimmer is presented in for like the tribute pageant.
Is that in the? Are you talking about
like
in the books? Because I don't remember this part. Okay.
Yeah, in the books, Katniss is like you can see like everything, and like that's kind of the purpose because eventually she'll be, if she wins, she would be like prostituted to the Capitol the way that Finnick was.
Fun.
I'm gonna be honest. A lot of my memories come from the movie versus the book.
Yes.
Same.
Because I was very traumatized during the first movie, and it wasn't even from the movie itself. It's more of a funny story now.
Okay.
Good.
Like funny, ha!
Yeah.
So what happened? Do you want to share? Or?
Sure. My husband has to hear this every time we talk about the Hunger Games. So I really, really wanted to go to this movie. And I said, all I want for the holidays is for you to go to the midnight showing with me. And he's just like, fine. A few nights before, he got Bell's palsy. So he was on a pack of steroids. And he was like on the first couple days of steroids.
Which are the highest doses for those who have never had to take a Z-Pak.
Yes, you have to take like a large dose like the first couple of days and then it weans you off of them. So he was roid raging. And of course there was young kids, like it was kind of like Twilight. And he was getting like real mad. And I was like, you're not looking like you're having like fun. Like, what's wrong? And he goes, I don't want to be here. I don't want to watch this movie and I don't want to be with all these kids. And he made me cry. But then at one of the deaths, the whole movie theater is silent, completely silent. And I just hear him start laughing.
Is it Rue's
Was
death?
it Rue? Did he?
It was Rue. It was Rue's death.
And he's laughing? This is why I don't go to movies in the movie theater.
He's laughing. And he goes, I don't know why. It's funny to me. Like,
we're shaming your husband
We
on
are.
the pod.
It's okay.
Oh
We
my
shame my
God.
husband on the podcast. We shame everybody's.
but that was just, that wasn't him because, he was roiding it up legally because the doctors gave him the steroids.
I just want to go on record for the 18,000 millionth time. I hate being on steroids because they do that to you.
All right, this is our obligatory reminder that this is actually about the Hunger Games.
Well, there were drugs in the Hunger Games because in the second game there was the Morphlings. So
those poor
in a
people.
way, our discussion about drugs worked to remind me that there were drug addicted tributes.
Do we want to try and name some of the tributes from this second one too? Or?
No.
Okay, but I think I could name more from the second one because there was Beatty and Wyrus, Finnick and Mags because we mentioned them earlier. Obviously, Katniss and Peeta. Jessica is doing that. There was one named like Kashmir. I think there was one named like Chef or something like that.
Chef, not chef.
Now I'm thinking about Chef from South Park in the Hunger Games.
Just singing sexy songs, killing everybody. There was another like bougie name.
What about the one that you just mentioned earlier?
Kashmir?
No.
Chaff?
The one that gets naked in the
Glimmer?
elevator.
Oh,
Joanna, that's right.
Joanna. Yes, Joanna. Right? Yeah. There's whoever filed her teeth down. But there is like another bougie name. It's like kind of like Glimmer, but it's not. It's
Shimmer?
not
No. Sparkle?
Gloss.
It is Gloss.
Gold star for you.
I get a gold star. I get a gold star, and I can make it. I have a crit.
Did you guys see that author? Do you guys know the author Allie
Yeah.
Hazelwood? Did you guys see that thing that happened on Instagram with her in the Hunger Games?
Yeah, where she said she was like Team Gale.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so she made a post on Instagram, and I still find it like super interesting because I don't think she's wrong. So she made a post saying that she always liked Gale more than Peeta.
And they canceled her.
And well, people got really upset at her, and then she chose to just get off Instagram. I don't think people necessarily canceled her. She just felt like she was being bullied, so then she just took herself off of social media because of that. Because
she was being bullied.
yeah.
People left like nasty comments.
So I'm sorry, maybe you should cut that out that I said that, because some people don't leave us nasty comments. I don't know. I just find what a strong reaction to a fictional character.
That is something I'm eager to talk about. Not specifically that situation, but the strong reactions that people had to these characters and like audience participation in general in terms of Hunger Games, because you can talk about it within the confines of the books, but also as the fandom, because like all the merchandise that came out, like we all had Hunger Games pins, we had like our favorite district jerseys, everybody started styling their hair with the braid. Like,
what were you gonna say, Katie?
I was just gonna say, I think what happened is interesting, not the bullying and all that stuff, but the conversation that she brought up. I kind of agree. Like, I do and I don't agree with Allie, right? Like, I think it's great that she has an opinion, and I agree that she has the right to voice it, especially because it's a romantic triangle in a book. You know, like, people are gonna have their opinions. But I also disagree because I'm team solo Katniss. I don't think she should be with either Gale or Peeta. I think they're both terrible.
I agree.
I think they're both terrible, but not necessarily like terrible people. I think Gale maybe genuinely had feelings for her and wanted to be like chosen, but she and Peeta trauma bonded. So like I don't believe that that's a like active love or maybe even an active friendship, because they bonded going through that. Had they not gone and been chosen for the Hunger Games together, they never would have had a relationship.
I don't know, because didn't Peeta have feelings for her even prior to being picked for the games?
The only thing that Peeta ever really did was throw a piece of bread at her. He like never talked to her or approached her, which is why she like accosts him in the underground. She's like, why the fuck would you tell people you like me? And he's like, because I do. She's like, shut the fuck up, you don't.
I thought they were like schoolmates.
Well, they went to school together,
and that's about it.
But they weren't.
Yeah, so they knew each other
from a distance,
right? But I'm saying like there was still a chance that they could have been friends later if they weren't picked. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Like they could have run into each other and interacted and became friends at some point. It's not out of the realm of possibilities, because they're the same age. They went to school together. They've had like an interaction or two outside of it. It's possible.
It's possible.
I agree with you though, with saying like team solo Katniss. Like, I just remember reading the last book and her being like, I didn't want to have children, but Peeta wanted to have children, so I gave that to them. And I always felt really gross about that.
Weird.
I don't know.
Wasn't that the last page of the first book?
No, that's the third
it's like
book.
The last page of the last book.
They do like a little like flash or epilogue. They do a flash forward, and like, I didn't really want to have kids, but he wanted to have kids. And like, yeah, okay, if you're in a relationship with someone, you love them and you want to give that to them. I mean, I'm not in a relationship, so I can't really fucking talk. But she was always so adamant that she didn't want that. And then it really felt like she was kind of forced into that. And it was like, I wish it had either been written differently so that she kind of was like, I grew to want this myself, and not like,
yes,
I'm this now, and I'm like,
just to like bounce off of that, because her whole reason for not wanting children was she didn't want to bring them specifically into the world that she lived in. She didn't want them to grow up and have to be reaped like she was. She didn't want them to like lose siblings like she did. Like other people did. She didn't want them to be in this very coarse, harsh, dystopian world. And so at the end, I think her having a kid is like, oh, well, you know, we've come across and we've fixed what was wrong, and now it's safe to do that. But I agree. I don't think on the page, or at least I don't remember it being written on the page as like her justifying to herself that it was safe to have children now. It was more like, well, Peeta wanted kids, and so I gave Peeta
Wasn't
kids.
that like one of the reasons why she didn't want to be with Gale? Because he wanted a family?
Yes. He openly like, oh, we'll grow up.
Yeah,
we'll
because
have
he
kids.
was from a really big family.
I remember reading that last page and being like, you know, if this wasn't even written, it would have left it so open-ended. And I think that would have been the perfect place to stop because...
I agree. I wish it hadn't been written too.
Yeah. Like, so I remember I was working at a bank and one of my coworkers was really into the Hunger Games as well. And she was just like, let me know when you finish it. And I was like, and she's like, and let me know your thoughts about the last page. Yeah. And I said, okay. And so like, I read it and I was just like, I want to rip that page out. And she's like, me too. So it was very like, I remember that conversation at the time in the Hunger Games fandom was, would you rip that page out? You know, like, is that something you would do to edit the book? And absolutely. I think it's unneeded. It's unnecessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People do love an epilogue though.
It's weird because I hate prologues, but I do love epilogues because I feel like it does do that little wrap up and like, okay, like 10 years later, we have done not a lot, but some healing.
True.
And I'm like, okay, like that's good to know.
Yeah.
I still don't like that she has a kid.
I mean, maybe if it had just been written differently, not I gave that gift. Like, obviously we haven't read it in a while, so we will be able to talk about it later on. But yeah. Back to Allie, though. I really hope she does come back to Instagram because, like, fuck the haters, girlfriend.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, who cares? I'm sorry that
come
that
back
happened
to Instagram
you.
And come do an interview with us on our podcast.
Yeah, and I will sit with you.
I actually know, like, I find it so weird that happened this year, and it just feels like it happened 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But also, I believe Allie Hazelwood was actually at a local bookstore just the other week signing, and she left some signed books. She was at Kiss and Tail.
Oh, Kiss and Tail.
Yeah.
That store's so cute.
It is really cute, and they're expanding. I'm so excited.
They're expanding. Which means my mobility challenged ass will be able to move through the store.
No, they're expanding by opening up the door that leads into the next side over.
But it's still on like one floor?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Still on
so
one
I just
floor.
checked Allie's Instagram, and I guess she is posting back on Instagram, but it doesn't look like it's personal stuff. It all looks like, you know, very like ad stuff.
Yep.
Okay.
And not like, this is what's actually going on in my life.
I feel like I would do that after getting bullied for being like, I have an opinion on a fictional character.
Yeah.
And the internet came for me, so...
And it wasn't even that crazy of a take. Like, you just picked the other boy in the love triangle.
Literally.
And quite frankly, when the books came out, everybody had a team.
Team Gale,
right,
Team
like
Peeta.
Team Jacob, Edward, like, whatever.
So I do want to cover like some of like the obviousness of the series and some of the societal backlash that it had, because when it came out, everyone's like, oh, it's a book teaching kids to kill other kids.
No.
And yeah, and exactly. Everyone that read it was like, no, it's a critique of society and like what we're willing to watch and reality TV and you know, it's drawn from like classical mythos and things like Theseus and the Minotaur, right? Because Minos told Athens that they had to sacrifice 7 sons and 7 daughters every year to the Minotaur as punishment for past deeds, just like the Capitol tells the rebellious districts.
The
rebellious
rebellion.
Yeah, exactly. The rebellious rebellioners that they had to sacrifice their children as well. Of course, the gladiator style and nature of the pageantry and the arena, but there were also like other parallels to history, like especially the draft, the reaping itself. Like our drafts were televised, and they like pulled a ball out with a birth date on it, just like we do for the lottery and like big numbers and like pick 6, and they were just like, yeah, so December 13th, come on down, like the same way that what is the
lottery?
No, Stanley Tucci. What was Stanley Tucci's characters? Caesar?
Oh, Caesar, yeah.
So Stanley Tucci, because he doesn't need a character, he's Stanley Tucci. When they come down, his whole point is to make them more valuable to the Capitol. Like, oh, what special skills do you have that people should bet on you? And how do you think you're going to survive? And let's get comfortable with the idea that you're probably going to die right off the bat. Like, that's kind of nuts when you think about it. And Suzanne Collins had it's an old interview, and I remember looking it up for when we were doing Sunrise on the Reaping, but she was talking about a lot of the theories and things that she wanted to talk about in her books were things like just war theory. Is it ever really ethical to engage in war for any reason? That she had this experience where she was watching TV, like just entertainment, and then it switched to footage from the Iraq War and then went back to entertainment. And she was like that was it. We were just, it was just part of what we watched on TV. It was no longer news. It was no longer this thing that we were upset about. It was content.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of scary to think that a lot of these discussions, because the books came out in the 2010s, late aughts, like that conversation is just as relevant today. Mm-hmm. And
it
just
is.
as misunderstood. Because
thinking about it is now we have shows also like Squid Game,
mm-hmm.
and then I don't know if you've heard the controversy with Mr. Beast game, where the contestants were like, they weren't given their meds, they weren't given like clean clothes to change into, like their luggage had, like they couldn't access their luggage. A lot of people were getting dehydrated. A lot of people were having a lot of medical health issues. And
I mean, we literally had a show called Survivor.
Yes. Oh, and Naked and Afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there are places where Survivor is life and not a game, and we made it a game.
Right, but here's also the thing too, is Hunger Games had such a huge like spotlight, and no one learns.
What do you mean?
Like, what do you mean? Don't you want to participate in the Patriot Games, Katy? How dare you?
I kind of do, actually. And not because I'm like a MAGA person or anything, but I've always wanted to be on a game like Big Brother. So
okay, well, Big Brother and a huge athletic competition are drastically different.
What did you I guess mean by no one learns? What are you referencing?
They're still making competition games, and behind the scenes there's still a lot of shit going on. I saw this controversy, of course, like on YouTube, because I watch all of that kind of stuff with like drama channels and controversy channels and all that stuff.
It's addictive.
It's so good. The information is out there that with the Mr. Beast games that there was no like guidelines being followed, you know? So that way, like, there is health, like someone had to keep their contacts in for like 3 days straight and they got like an infection and like stuff like that. And people still watch it. Like, I still know people who are like, oh, have you ever seen Mr. Beast game? Like, I'm so excited for the next season. I'm like, no, because this is a horrible show.
It's starting to remind me, it's giving Dance Moms, in which we watched child abuse happen every single week, and we still tuned in because we were like, oh my god, the drama from the moms, and the girls are beautiful dancers.
Or like those kid pageant shows.
We
Toddlers and Tiaras.
Never watched them.
Toddlers and Tiaras, where they just scream at a 4-year-old and get them all hyped up on sugar and then send them on out, and like it's insane.
And that is why I never watched them.
But it's all about what do they call it? Like when you become desensitized. It's just slowly desensitizing us to more and more human atrocities, and then we become more complicit in all of the terrible things that continue to happen. Like Suzanne Collins talking about like seeing the war. Well, eventually you stop kind of caring.
We all became apathetic.
That it's there because it's always been there.
Just contrast two wars. Like, look at Vietnam versus Iraq. Vietnam happens and there's a breaking point with society where they begin protesting, and it's pretty early on. They're like, no, we should not be there. We should not be going there. What are we doing? Iraq kind of had that, but the majority of the reaction from Americans was just like, oh, another war. Okay, well, I have school to go to, and I have this to do, and even when 9/11 happened, for like a week, the country was like, we are Americans. And then the following Monday, everyone was like, we are Americans, but these people are not. And it just immediately broke down. Like we've never gotten over this us versus them mentality, which, to bring it back to Hunger Games, goes not only from the districts to the capital, but between the districts themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it's okay, well, districts 1 and 2 have more because they've always had more victors, and so their careers, and so, you know, nobody has a chance against them, and we hate them immediately. District 12 is immediately poor. Like, the us versus them mentality just permeates throughout the thing constantly. Through every arena, every game, and even down to District 13. Where it's people that are actively serving to participate in this war and people who can't, or people who are like, I don't think we should be doing this. And it's just always this disagreement. And of course, that's life, but
it's
like...
politics.
That's politics, is right.
Because right now, with everything going on, it's so divided, right?
Yeah.
This country, I wouldn't say has never been more divided. I just think there's a huge divide, and it's very visible, right?
Yeah.
And it's politics. And when people say, oh, you're a writer or you're an author, like, stick to your writing, like, stop talking about politics. Like, everything is political. Everything. Yeah. And that's that's another point of the book, is the politics and the commentary on it, and
narrative
the whole,
control.
And us versus them mentality is very political.
But yes, like the narrative control of power is also a big theme here, and one that I'm really excited to talk about, because I could talk about it all day, is audience participation theory. Because you have how the Capitol reacts to this, and how they get involved and they get attached to their tributes, and you also have us, the reader, getting attached to our favorite districts and our favorite tributes, and actively participating in capitalism with the books, which is the most ironic thing about the Hunger Games series, is that then it had product and advertising and movies, and we're like, weren't we just talking about how this is bad?
I don't think it's bad. I think
not necessarily bad. Maybe out of control is a better term.
I think it's, it's a commentary, so it needs to be out there.
Yeah. Can you make commentary of media in your medium?
Yes.
No, I'm just thinking about it. If you get up on a reality TV show and you're like, reality TV shows blow, fuck everybody here. It's like, why are you there?
Because you're saying that reality TV show sucks, and for people to stop watching it. And the only way you're going to get that across to people is if they're watching a reality TV show.
Agreed.
I mean, if you stay on the show and continue to participate, then yeah, why are you there? But if you get on and you're like, reality TV sucks and here's why, and then you leave, I think that's pretty respectable.
Yeah.
Because I think another book had that. It was about a reality dating show, and there was a character in the book that was just like, oh, reality shows, da-da-da-da, and it's just like, well, why are you participating?
Yeah.
But
was it The Selection?
No, it was One to Watch. It was about the plus-sized dating reality show.
Because The Selection also has that narrative where she's like, I don't want to do this, and she just, like, makes friends with the prince to stay in the competition, because the longer she's in the competition, the more money her family gets. And then she falls in love because it's a romance series. But
I always wanted, the scarf that Katniss wears at the very beginning.
That cowl?
That thing, I always wanted that. Not to totally shift, but I just remember wanting that.
There are so many patterns for that cowl out there, and they, the producers have never put that cowl on the market. And I'm like, that thing looks cozy as hell.
Seriously, it looks so cool. I'll wear that while riding my dragon.
Oh, yes.
I even love how at the end of the first one, Katniss makes that comment about like if a handful of berries can take down your government, it like mustn't be that hard to take. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not quoting it properly, but
yeah, she's got that little sass.
Yeah,
it's like, well, a handful, then maybe it deserves to topple, kind of thing.
Yeah. I always thought that was really interesting because.
But I mean, a handful of berries can take down a lot of people.
Particularly if they're poisonous, so.
Exactly.
Yeah. There was one scene in particular that always, like, my mind always comes back to. And do you remember, I don't know if it's in the first movie or in the second movie, but it shows President Snow and his granddaughter is wearing the Katniss braid. And then she's standing there like in the hallway or something, and he's giving a speech, and you watch her like undo the braid in that moment when he's calling Katniss like a traitor to the Capitol or something. That always like stuck out to me as like, even these poor children who are looking at, like, she's in the Capitol, she's not going to get picked ever, so she's seeing this as like fun, and then you're watching the propaganda machine happen right there in front of you, and how she's like, I hope my grandfather doesn't see this Katniss braid. Like, oh, that always broke my heart watching that one part.
That one's hard. Watching Cinna get his ass beat to death was hard.
Oh, yeah, in the tube.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hated that
Just before she goes up, they're like, enjoy this, bye!
That was freaking wild.
Yeah.
I forgot about Cinna.
I forgot about that, too.
I didn't, because... Alright, so when I... I didn't, obviously. Ha ha ha. No. So when I went to see the first movie, I saw it alone. I saw it with Rob's wife. That's what made me read the books, is because I saw the movie first. Mm-hmm. And I kept leaning over to Amanda, and I was like, the fuck does that mean? Mm. What is happening? Because so much of the book is Katniss's internal monologue, and she explains things to us, and the movie doesn't. Mm-hmm. Which is something I'm excited to talk about in that like transmedia discussion of book to film and film to book and vice versa and things. But I saw that with Amanda, and then the next one I went by myself, and I held hands with strangers because everybody knew Cinna's scene was coming up. She's getting ready, she's going in the tunnel, and like the entire theater is just that ominous quiet.
And then Katie's husband started laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
He probably did.
But just that feeling, that collective anticipation that we all had, where like we know a bad thing is coming, and we're all here together for each other, and
then COVID happened, and now you won't hold a stranger's hand.
Exactly. I mean, to be fair, now I don't talk to strangers, so
yeah.
With the exception of authors. If you count the author interviews as talking to strangers, then I talk to a lot of strangers. But on my day-to-day, I do not talk to strangers. I think fandom is going to have to be part of the discussion of this, and not just because of like what I mentioned earlier, where like we were all basically the Capitol participating in the capitalism of choosing our favorite tributes and victors and wearing all of our Hunger Games stuff. But it did something. I mean, it still does something. We mentioned Allie Hazelwood that literally got bullied offline because she chose the wrong team, quote unquote. Like, the feelings that this elicited.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun to look at and see, like, what really made that happen.
When I was, like, a lot younger, I probably wouldn't have been a part of that crowd, but I would have had the thought, like, damn, she's wrong. Like, she's so stupid. And like, how can you pick, blah, 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 blah. Not with Hunger Games, but if she had an opinion on another book or something like that. Because again, I've always been team solo Katniss. But as I grew up, I now like, I'm so thankful that I've changed. And I'm like, books are subjective and we all have opinions, and it's okay to have those opinions.
And it's okay if your opinions are wrong.
Yeah, as long as we can have that discussion. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The discussion's the fun part, though.
Yeah, and as long as you know I'm going to tell you you're wrong, but I still like you, and you're still entitled to be wrong, we're cool, all right? And I know you're going to think I'm wrong. You're wrong, but you can think that.
What is your guys' like absolutely favorite moment, like small moment from the Hunger Games? What's the one thing that's like, that's my favorite thing?
Katniss finding the cat after District 12 gets bombed. And then taking it back to District 13, and then she's like, "No, I still hate you."
Fucking niche.
Yeah, I love it because that cat is such a fucking cat. And he's like, "Oh, good, you rescued me. Get the fuck away from me."
Yeah, she's like, "I got you."
Yeah, I got you
for Prim. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Fucking cat. The only other one that like has always stuck out in my mind is it's in the second book when Peeta and Katniss go to like the Victor party, like the pre-Hunger Games thing. And the people in the Capitol are drinking the wine that specifically makes you throw up so that they can eat more.
You loved that?
I did not love that. It is
okay.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm trying to find moments of joy here because we're talking about like
no, but that one that's always stuck out to me. As I feel like that is a very quintessential scene to have to like really show off the Capitol. Other than that, it's definitely that cat because she hates the cat through all the books, and the cat hates her, and it's hilarious to me.
What do you think, Katy? What's yours?
I don't know. Honestly, like it's been so long, I don't remember a lot of the series. Like I know what it's about and little things, but nothing that I think and this is not very joyful, but the part that stood out for me was the engineering of the dogs. Like
the mutts, the mutations.
I
forgot about those.
That has
in the books they've got their faces.
Oh my
the
god,
eyes,
they're laying on the cornucopia.
Yes.
And their dogs are trying
Yeah, they have the same eyes as the tributes that have been killed. That has always stood out to me. Like I'm very forgetful. So if it stands out for me, then yeah. And then the dress catching fire as she turns. I think that was just so cool, like theatrically.
Well, the dress in the first book or the dress in the second one that turns into the Mockingjay gown?
The one that like I don't know, both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they both light on fire, don't they?
That's her shtick that Cinna gives her. Girl on fire.
My favorite will just always be Joanna getting naked in the elevator. Like, I will just always love that part because it's just the most, like, she's just so shameless. Is that the right use of the word?
Yeah.
She's so just like, I don't give a fuck anymore. Like, you can't do anything to me. And just when she winks at Peeta, I'm like, or no, she winks at
Haymitch, and he's like, yeah.
Haymitch. Yeah.
I love What's-Her-Face's face during all of that. Yeah, just like biting her lip and like looking away, like her whole face contorts.
Yeah.
She's like,
Careful, Katniss, your Jennifer Lawrence is showing.
Yeah.
Another thing that sticks out, I'm sorry, another thing that sticks out for me is the Peeta camouflage and the movies.
I love that part!
It's so...
He like comes off the fucking rock and you're like...
And I know that's another part that my husband laughed at because he thought it was just so dumb. But like I also thought it was so dumb. Like just...
It is dumb. It's so fucking dumb.
I decorate cakes, so obviously my camouflage is on point.
Yes. Like what the hell? And just the theatrical the movie adaptation of it where like he just opens his eyes like the CGI and he's just like what the hell.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Stupid.
The big thing that I came away with was the very end of the first book where it ends with Katniss realizing, oh shit, there are going to be consequences.
Yes. When Haymitch absolutely says that to her because she's like, oh, finally the games are done, and he's like, they're never done.
Yeah.
Now you're just in a new game.
Which, especially, back in 2008 when this started, that was not a thing that they talked about, was consequences. And
No.
Particularly in, like, kid lit. So, I had read this article. This article was specifically about Harry Potter and why this parent didn't like it. And it was because there was never actual consequences for the actions that these kids took. So, like, even when they got detention, they ended up getting rewarded with information. And that, like, then I went and did, you know, my master's in children's lit. And that actually happens still in a lot of things, that there's no actual, well, you can't do that anymore. There's no, the government is coming for you. I mean, like, it does, but eventually it resolves. But the immediate consequence of saying I love you to someone that you don't love doesn't come up. Or using too much magic. Okay, I'm burned out for like a day, but then I get my powers back. It's all okay. And that's kind of always happened in children's fiction. And Hunger Games is still technically children's fiction because it's young adult. Mm-hmm. So that is also fun to then get to see. Mm-hmm. The consequences there is not only from President Snow, but like also from Peeta and Gale. Because Peeta's like, oh, you love me. And she's got to be like, sure. And Gale is upset because he wasn't chosen. Mm-hmm. And she's like, you and I had plans, and that all gets disrupted, and she's got to deal with social consequences, which for Katniss, social. Does anybody have anything else to add? Because I think we've got like a solid hour of content at this point.
I do have the rest of the
tributes.
Two tributes that you guys missed.
I was thinking we should try to name them, because there was a clip from Dan and I doing our Sunrise on the Reaping read where I read, they have the full list of the 24 tributes in Haymitch's games. And I read through all of them because it's a lot.
It's not 24, it's 48.
Oh, yes, 48. Thank you. All 48 of them. And Dan's like, somewhere in there, she said the name of a Pokemon. Did you catch it? It is. It's just lengthy. And it's just in, like, the middle of the book. Because some of, like, the names go from, like, Ryan to, like, Beelzebub. Like, they're ridiculous names that are in there.
I always thought it was so funny, how they named people after different things in their district. Like the Glimmer and the ocean names for District 3 or whatever. I was like, okay, I live in Alberta. There's a lot of oil here. Like, there's no one here, like, petrol. Like, no one names their kid that.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. Like, this is, garbage. Don't you have, like, the biggest garbage pile in the world? Isn't that New Jersey?
No, New Jersey just is the biggest garbage pile in the world. I'm sorry to every New Jerseyan listening.
We're the armpit of the country.
We are the armpit of the country.
There you go. There's no kid named Armpit. Like, it's just...
There's no kid named Armpit yet. Let's talk quarter quells. Because there's a lot of, like, fan theories around them that they're not random. They couldn't possibly be random just because of the way that they come up.
What do you mean they're not random? Well, they can't be random. They're every 25 years.
No, I mean the topic and, like, the theme of them. So having more tributes or doing, like, the voting in the first quarter quell, or that they come from the reaping of the tributes. The thing is that, like, I think the story behind it was that they sealed all of these different decisions, and there's, like, a bunch of them, with hundreds, because they expected to be doing this for very many years, and they would just take the box. So, like, they assume by the 75th games that every district has enough victors to have a pool of victors, or something like that. I don't think that could be ever truly random.
Oh, I understand what you're saying now. Like, the things that they chose to do in the quarter quells, were they random or were they planned?
Yes.
Got it. So do you think that there was something planned for the 100th, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I feel like there would have been something planned for the 100. Like
the people that originally laid it out were like, this is what you're doing at 25. This is what you're doing at 50. Interesting. Yep. And it wasn't like, hey, you're just going to do something fun every 25 years. Or is that just like a human nature thing? Like, because we do that, like, every 25 years, all of a sudden, for some reason, that number is, like, so special. So do you think that was pre-planned, or do you think that on, like, the 25th anniversary, they were like, oh my gosh, it's 25 years, let's celebrate. Oh my gosh, it's 50 years, 75 years, that sort of thing?
I think the first quarter quell came up, like it was like the first 25th, and they were like, yeah, wow, we should celebrate because we do stuff every 25 years. Like, that's very American to be like every 25 years and every 100 years to do something. And then that idea came up. Like, I don't think... Did you read Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes? Oh, wonderful. Okay, so I can't go any further with this particular conversation.
Katie and I would both be lost.
Okay, so based on information in that book, I don't think that it was planned out to do something every 25 years.
Got it.
At the beginning. And I also don't see how they could have, like, the random idea to do it. Because, like, all right, so the first quarter quell was that they had to vote on who to send in. It's the reminder that their children were dying because of their choice to rebel. And then the 50th, which is Haymitch's games, was when they had twice as many tributes. So they had 48 tributes. And then the 74th was, to prove that even the strongest among us are not, like, cannot stand against the will of the capital. It's going to be reaped from the existing pool of victors. But, like, District 12, up until that point, only had Haymitch. And because the Hunger Games are purely about spectacle, I don't think that they would have done that, being like, well, we can only get one from District 12.
Yeah, do you think it, like, President Snow... I always thought that he made that up to kill off Katniss and Peeta.
That's what I've always figured, and also think is, like, a dumb idea on his part. Because at the point that he does that, the rebellious thought and the urge to rebel against the capital is already in motion.
But it's like that panic thing, right? Where it's like, and now we're all of a sudden in like the short-term thinking, and we're not like long-term thinking anymore. He's like, I have to get rid of this problem right now. But she's already this like symbol, which is why the game maker, I can't remember his name, that like pretends to be on it. He's like the double agent.
He's on both sides.
I think he like really pushes him. He like pushes him to do his stupid to make
ideas. That bad decision. Yeah, because it was ultimately, if she dies, or even if Peeta died, or if they had to kill one or the other together, that would have just made them martyrs and would have accelerated it.
What do you think the 100th one would be, or would have, if you could dream it up?
The Patriot Games.
Patriot Games. It's all athletic. Oh yeah, no, like it's
everyone does.
But it's like one of those obstacle course shows.
Oh, like the old like Japanese ones.
Yeah, like American Ninja Warrior and stuff. And
what's that other one?
Wipeout.
Wipeout. That's it.
It's just like surprise.
American Gladiator.
Death. American Gladiator to the death. Oh god, could you imagine though, like the American Gladiator uniform in the arena?
Oh no.
Because now I can't get that out of my head, and it's in their like 90s attire in these vengeful gods. Jeez. This is your fault.
It's not. Julia, what is your idea of the 100th?
Sorry, I was stuck on this American Gladiator thing. I always thought it would be interesting to do like a guys versus girls. So they do all the girls in one area, all the guys in one area, and then the last two come out at the end. I always thought that would be kind of interesting. But I don't know, that clock in the second one, like how do you come up with something crazier than that?
How do you think like that? Yeah. There's like a bunch of subreddits where people design their own arenas.
Concerning.
Oh. No.
I'm like, look at this fun exercise.
Right? It's like, actually, I think as a writer, I think it's a fun exercise. As a person, I think it's concerning. As a person who creates, I think that is fun to be like, what happens in this world, and you know, us ultimately creating fan fiction within that, and like, I think every writer has either a fan fiction they love to read or a fan fiction that they wrote that they hope never sees the light of day. But I also think that exploration of your favorite fictional content is important for brain development and trying to like figure out what fits into this world and what can be defined in the terms of this world.
Did Susan Collins ever do a like Hunger Games like history? Why is that ringing a bell in my mind? So like you could go back and see what happened in every single games. Am I just making that up right now?
No, and that's an issue that I do have. Is so I wrote down notes. So obviously Pan Am is North America, and we have it's supposed to be set centuries in the future, regardless of how timely it feels now and for the last like 20 years. And it actually covers Mexico and Canada as well. Although the bulk of Canada is called the Wild.
Well, yeah, and you can't live up there anyway. No one lives up there now.
Yeah, you can't live.
So,
yeah, it is very cold, and it's always said that it's as a punishment for the rebellion, and the capital specifically refers to the days of the rebellion as the Dark Days, but there is no information about what led to that initial rebellion. Oh, and we're only left with like, oh, well, obviously it's because you treated them the way that you're treating them now. We just didn't sacrifice children every year. But there aren't specifics prior to that. Like, even in Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which, not spoilery because it's like the first scene, you see the capital is getting bombed and Snow is trying to find shelter. You don't get more information there. It's not like, oh, they're rebelling against us because of whatever capital reason is there. Like, it's just they are rebelling against us, just the straight fact. And there's no information about how Pan Am became
That's
Pan
an
Am.
interesting like conversation on history though. Like, history is written by the victors, and so why would they want us to study how they overthrew the last government, sort of thing? Interesting.
Which is also funny, given the statement that is written by the victors, because the victors of the Hunger Games wind up complicit in the capital story.
Complicit? No, they're also victims.
I mean, they are, absolutely, but they don't come out.
But can they?
Even Joanna, who is that is a good point. Can they?
So I would not consider them complicit. I don't think they have a choice.
I would
like,
consider the careers complicit.
Their career in prostitution that they didn't choose?
No. The careers from the districts that, like, very obviously know that winning is, like...
But do they know? Do they really know that that's what happens when their kids win and they get there?
I think they do in the richer districts.
I mean, someone has to have come back and said something to someone.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But that's another issue, is in this world it's the same as ours, where like, do we really listen to victims? Do we really believe victims? Do we really do anything about victims?
It's true. Like, oh, boo-hoo, I'm so sorry for you. You won.
You got to live in the capital.
Yeah.
You just had to whore yourself out.
Doesn't Gale give Katniss that exact speech? What are you whining about? You have money now?
Probably.
And like, you get to live in Victor's village in the nice house and shit, and like holds it against her.
I don't know. I would probably have to reread the book.
Oh my god, thank god we're doing that real quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's an excellent point.
Yeah.
I think this is also something that I'd be interested in discussing, like during our read through. We can always circle back to this, because I think this is an interesting topic to talk about. Because now that we're older from when the books were released and have lived through some shit, I'm sure we have a lot of different viewpoints and theories and shit to discuss.
What would be a better word? Because I'm thinking now, complicit is not the right word.
Clearly.
Compelled, maybe? Like, but there is a certain level of they then play into the game
But is it like
because they
that
have to,
status quo?
like,
that's what everyone's doing, so that's what I feel like I have to do. And even if like they're not strong enough to step out because they don't know stepping out is a possibility because no one's done it.
Yeah.
So I can't be the first one to do it. It'll be like the first gay athlete. Like that, I feel bad for that person already. Like no one wants to be the first one.
So what word would I mean there?
I don't know.
To the internet. Word for unwilling
I mean, you do have a point because just like
cajoled?
Nazi Germany, there was a lot of people in Hitler's army that didn't agree with it, but they went along with it anyway because otherwise they'd be punished or killed or whatever. And so they were prosecuted just like the Nazis who were very happily doing things because they didn't step out, they didn't speak against it, they just went along with it.
But that was to save their own lives though too. Like I don't even like it's scary to stand up. I don't know. Like we all want to say we would, but if it's us,
we want to say, but
my list of things that I am very much looking to talking about are just war theory, audience participation, societal breaking points, the acknowledgement of willful ignorance and privilege, ethics, and the last thing on this other thing, my old, if any, Kindle highlights, because I originally read it on my Kindle, but I wasn't like a big highlighter, so anything that I would have highlighted there would have stood out to me like a really big thing. So I'm interested to see, what is it, almost 20-year-old notes?
That's so fun.
18-year-old notes?
17.
Almost
my notes
adult.
can almost vote.
What are you excited for, Katy?
Finishing the movie series, because I only saw Mockingjay Part 1, and that's where I ended.
That's amazing. This is so fun. I'm excited to try to bring some levity into this and not just bring it back to the current political structure all the time, because it's going to be really hard to not do that. It's going to be really hard to not constantly find ourselves in these political conversations, but hopefully there's
particularly
some
with
jokes.
this series.
We got some jokes.
I will also like to say that I'm excited to see a Canadian's point of view.
Well, I am very active in the American political news discussions. So, but I can definitely bring some Canadian political insight into it because we have a little bit of a different system than you guys. So,
yeah, yours doesn't seem quite as psychotic.
No, thankfully.
Yeah.
But
what do you have, healthcare?
We voted for the right person, though. We almost voted for a psycho, so...
I saw that.
Yeah.
Not great.
I was like, Canada knew.
He's fun! So the greatest thing ever was, getting a boring guy. He's nice, too, and, like, nerdy. He's our nerdy dad.
He's our nerdy dad.
It's great.
I don't think I have ever referred to any leader of any country as a father figure or as a daddy.
No, he's not a daddy. He is not a daddy. He is our nerdy dad.
Okay.
If you watch, I'll send you guys a video of him dancing at his like little victory party, and it's the fucking funniest shit you've ever seen in your whole life. He's like, I don't know, it's great. It's just old white man dancing, and you're like,
that's right. Dance on the audio
get it,
media.
Buddy. You're doing so good. Go fix the economy. Thank you. Go use your little economics degree. Proud of you.
Yeah, you run that country.
Yeah, just quietly. Shh. Don't bring attention to us. Shh.
How very Canadian. Don't bring attention to us.
That's how it should be. It should be boring.
Yes. No, I agree. Politics
should be boring. You shouldn't want to watch it. You should.
You shouldn't have to choose between wanting to stay informed and wanting to stay mentally healthy.
Yeah.
Which is like a choice that Americans have right now. Is I could see what he's doing and I open up my phone. Patriot games.
Go team.
Go team.
Go team. Go
And with
team.
that, all right.
And with that,
You guys did manage to catch Cashmere, Beatty, Wyrus, Finnick, Mags, the Morphlings, Joanna, Chaff, Peeta, and Katniss. You missed Chaff from District
Chef.
11. Yes.
the one that I thought was Chef.
Yes. Gloss was the bougie one that you guys couldn't remember.
But they did remember it.
Didn't I remember
No,
Gloss?
she got it.
She got it.
Did you get Gloss? Okay.
Yeah,
My bad.
Gloss and Cashmere.
Gloss and
I
Cashmere.
eventually
All
remembered
right.
it.
District 2 had Brutus and Enobaria.
Oh, Brutus, yeah.
And Obaria.
Yeah. We also had Blight from District 7.
Light.
Woof and Cecilia from District 8.
Woof or wolf?
Woof, W-O-O-F.
Woof. Woof. Like woof, woof, bark, bark, woof.
That is what the wiki is telling me.
It's what the girls say when he walks
And
by.
Districts 9 and 10 did not get names.
This is my dog.
Yeah, I have no memory of somebody named Wolf. I feel like I would have latched onto that real...
Especially with the mutations.
Pulling up his
Yeah.
entry right now.
That's from the second one, though.
Wolf is from the
second one.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no dogs in that one. No, there is dogs in that one.
No dogs.
No, there are mutations because there's the chimpanzees and the birds that like scream like their family members.
Anyways, what were you saying, Rob?
The quote that the wiki uses, apparently where his name comes up, goes, "After lunch, I do the edible insect station with the District 8 tributes. Woof, a really old guy who's hard of hearing and doesn't seem to know what's going on since he keeps trying to stuff poisonous bugs in his mouth.
I think he knows what's going on.
And apparently that's the only time he's discussed."
Yeah, I think he knows what's going on is right.
I too would try to stuff.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh, the one other part that lives rent-free in my head is when she does that, when she hangs that guy in the...
the Seneca Crane model?
In the thing, she like hangs him up, and she writes President Snow in like red paint across it. And
she writes Seneca Crane, right? Because she like draws his beard, the weird beard that he had. Well, we'll find out when we go back reading. But there's the similar scene when she's getting evaluated.
No, that's what I'm
in the
talking
first
about.
book.
Sorry, that's what I'm talking about. When she's getting evaluated and she writes President Snow on that thing. Doesn't she?
Is it? I think it might be.
Which is
Seneca
the guy
Crane
from
that
American
she
Beauty.
Writes on him, but the
one who films the plastic bag.
Yes. Yeah, that one.
Oh, you know what else I'm excited to see? One, Julia find her niche and thing to pull it to, and how Katy is going to find a Titanic reaction.
Oh, I will.
Everything.
I've already been planning.
I'm just going to refer everything to
You've been planning. Wonderful.
Just so long as you don't tie
Perfect.
everything to American Gladiators. You gotta keep your 90s stuff mixed up.
Oh no, that's mine this season. American Gladiator, that's me. That's mine this season. In fact, I'm gonna go do research for it right now and just pull up old videos on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm going to go do research too and make my husband sit through the 3-hour movie for Titanic. So,
My face hurts from smiling.
yeah, we don't smile here.
Thanks for staying up with us. Follow us on Instagram and Threads at BookedAllNightPod. Drop a comment to let us know what you thought of today's show and join our Discord server for giveaways, excerpts, and more. It's still in the works, but we're aiming for 100 members. Catch our live author interviews on YouTube and leave a question for our guests on our Discord server. Check out our shop and website at bookedallnight.co. And if you're loving the chaos, don't forget to rate us 5 stars. Until next time, booklets, stay booked all night.